These new allegations are so terrible, it could very well end the Zeus network if it's true. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is gonna be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is gonna be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. The CEO of the Zeus network, Lemie, is being accused of some really terrible things, including attempted murder, trafficking of women, among other things. And he's being accused by no other than Jocelyn Hernandez, who we know from reality TV. And she also had her own show on the Zeus network, but she parted ways and started her own network. Now, Jocelyn took to Instagram the other day to make these allegations against Lemie. Jocelyn posted this on her Twitter, but instead of writing the tweet and clicking post, she wrote the tweet and then screenshotted the draft and posted it. She would write, "Stopping my payments because I have my own streaming app and I wanted more for my life than just what I had. It's illegal and it's just plain evil. Telling my husband you won't fund our business is illegal. Telling us to take our content down is illegal. While I'm pregnant, it is evil." So Jocelyn had a show on the Zeus network called Jocelyn Cabaret. It was pretty popular. It had all the elements of the fatherless activities y'all love to watch on Zeus. Girls were fighting, snatching each other tampons out, all right, clipping off the labia, all right, fighting each other. All the fatherless activities y'all love, they was doing it. So Jocelyn had the show there. It was pretty successful. They had multiple seasons, but she left and started her own network. However, her deal with Zeus Network, she's supposed to be getting paid in perpetuity for whatever subscription or whatever ad revenue, whatever like their agreement was. She was supposed to keep getting her checks even after leaving. However, when she left and started her own network, the checks stopped coming in. So she took to social media to then threaten Lemie and let him know, hey, if you don't start paying me, I'm going to start airing out the business.
You want to go in your little story talking about the cabaret girls? Let the cabaret girls get their money. Who cares? Who cares? If I walked away from the cabaret because I want to have a baby, why the cabaret girls can go on the other show? They supposed to get their money. They supposed to survive. They supposed to thrive out here. I never said one word about that. You're a cap. You're a liar. And you running a sting over there. You right now, you're a Diddy Jr. and you get all these girls to beat up each other for an extra amount of money that's not even in the contract. Your producers are going around telling each girl, oh, hit her, hit that one, go attack that one. We got an extra 10,000. We got an extra 20,000. Lemie, you're evil. Everybody knows it. You're an evil man. You're an evil person. Everybody over there condoning your network is going to go down with you. You're full of shit. And Surviving Zeus Network, I already got 3 calls today with that just happened at Baddies. You're getting girls attacked. You're getting girls blooded up and beat up.
Zeus Network is a cesspool of degeneracy, and that's no secret. So to convince me that any one of these women are somehow victims, you have a high burden of proof here, bro. You got to show me these women didn't know what they were getting themselves into when they signed up for Zeus Network. Anybody who signed up for Zeus understands you got to go and you got to tussle. Like, Zeus is the MMA, bro. Like, you got to go and you got to fight for your life to stay on television, okay? So no, I don't think that these women signed up and Lemie somehow manipulated them to sign up. Nah, I'm not buying that, bro. Right? They are not victims and they can't play victim after signing up for what they expected and have full expectations for. Now, the other parts of it, because if you watch No Jumper, you know that Loose Cannon and his wife at the time did an interview and the wife was talking about how Lemie would sleep with certain girls to get them on, how Lemie slept with her, and apparently they were supposed to do some type of business deal, and Lemie asked to sleep with her before the deal could go through. So Lemie making these girls suck and swallow for a job, you know, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. But if grown women are signing up to suck and swallow and throw it back for a chance to be on Zeus Network and get beat up, hey, bro, I don't know what you want us to do about it. So Jocelyn actually went live, and she went on live to make some more crazy allegations about Lemie and further confirm that the Surviving Zeus Network is real.
You're a mobster. You're a predator and you go against women. You're sending threats to my phone. You have people calling my phone, making threats to my phone, and I'm fear for my life. You're making threats to my phone, Lemie Plummer. I fear for my life. You're an evil man, and I'm fearing for my life. And I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time. And every time you come to Miami, you me. And you didn't think I would let the world know how you being acting like a predator while I'm pregnant. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies? How many times have you paid these people off for them not to take you to court? You're not going to get away with it, Lemie.
There's two things working against Lemie at Zeus Network right now. Jocelyn was a higher up at the Zeus Network. Jocelyn's show was wildly successful. She had a lot of pull in the network. Two, she was one of the first shows. So she's been there for a very long time. And she has probably acquired a lot of receipts and a lot of secrets. And she's already saying, yo, people are coming forward wanting to expose Zeus. Now, when you do business like Zeus and you employ and fire a lot of people, what you do is you have a lot of people who got a vendetta against you. Even if you did nothing, you got a long line of people who will lie and say you did something, if that means getting their get back against you for firing them or getting rid of them or not redoing their contract. Now, if Lemie is really out here putting hands on cast members and then paying them off, or he's demanding that they sleep with him in exchange for a job, we already learned with Harvey Weinstein that ain't cool, right? Right, that's a crime. I didn't even know that was a crime before Harvey Weinstein. It took Harvey Weinstein for me to figure out, oh, that's a crime. Right? Now, obviously, I've never been in a position of power to even think about doing anything like that, but I never knew that was like an actual crime, right? That, if somebody wants to work for you and you say, hey, in order to get this job, you got to sleep with me, right? It's not just a proposition, it's an actual crime. And Lemie is rich enough and influential enough to where if the feds really want to clout chase, again, feds are the biggest clout chasers on planet Earth, they're coming.
You can't go around harassing people, sending death threat to people, and then going online and saying, "Oh, they just telling lies to me." How many women are going to say the same thing about you, and nobody's going to believe them? How many young ladies got to go online, Lemie Plummer, to talk about surviving Zeus Network and surviving the predator, Lemie Plummer? How many young women? Who's got to get killed? Who's got to get killed? Is it going to have to be me? So you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby, Lemie Plummer? So now you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby? Now you're going to kill me. You trying to stop me from feeding my daughter and feeding my unborn kid? And now you want to kill me, making those threats online? We will deal with this accordingly. What, you going to have somebody shoot my car up in Miami? That's what you going to do? You going to kill me and my baby? Telling my husband I need to take down the network at once. Sending me messages. You're going to deal with this accordingly. Are you going to get somebody to shoot my car up like you do with everybody else? Lemie, are you going to get somebody to kill me while I'm pregnant with my second child at my old age? You're going to get somebody to kill me and my baby? That's what you want to do to me? After all the years that I gave you, after all the secrets that I kept because you make a threat every time, after all the secrets I kept from you and that network for years, I kept all your dirty secrets from Ashley and all the producers, making girls fight each other, making people hit people with bottles and make people bleed and cut each other. After all the secrets I kept because of your threats, one morning you wake up and you're gonna cut my checks that I'm supposed to be gaining perpetuity because you claim I'm a direct competitor to you? Are you kidding me, Lemie? Little old me? Little old me?
Lemie walks around with about 20 security guards, all about 7 feet tall, 400 pounds. And I always wondered, why do Lemie need that much like security for, bro? Like, right? Because like, who wants to harm you? But if this is true, now we probably have some insight as to why he walk around with 27-foot, 400-pound security guards. But what Jocelyn is talking about, and when it comes to contract, it always gets tricky because if we built a friendship, even though I'm in a non-compete clause, and even though you got like a non-compete clause on me, bro, if we build a friendship, man, and I want to go and build my own business to feed me and my family, man, I feel like if you my homie and we work together for 10 years and I brought a lot of eyes, a lot of attention, a lot of subscribers, and put a lot of money in your pocket while I'm on your network, I feel like the least you could do is say, you know what, do your thing, man. I'm not even going to exercise the non-compete clause. But, you know, like clearly, like Lemie seen whatever friendship he had with like Jocelyn as a straight business relationship. It was not a friendship because as soon as she left and tried to start this network, he says non-compete. Now, because she's in a non-compete clause, she, according to Lemie, is forfeiting, you know, the things that she's getting, among other things, for starting their own network, because how can I pay you in perpetuity if you're breaking the contract, right? The contract says non-compete clause, so you can't go ahead and start this network within the time frame, and she's still within the time frame of exclusivity, according to Lemie. Now he did go on social media and respond back. He took to Instagram Live as well to respond back to Jocelyn claims, and here's what he had to say.
But I think I lost service. What I was trying to say was I was frustrated that I have to address this stuff. You know, the way social media works, you know, with just how things spread fast, false narratives, and all those things, it would be irresponsible for me not to address this stuff that she said on her live. And that's what I was saying. And I asked her a few questions, and I said, have you seen yourself on TV prior to Zeus and during your time at Zeus? That was like the first couple questions I had asked. And then I said, we've always, you know, presented you, or we've always given you the platform and the opportunity for you to present yourself the way you want to be presented. We've given you creative freedom to do exactly that. That's what I was saying on camera. So I'm just trying to like process everything that was said, because, you know, there has been so many, and I said this earlier before my signal went out, I said there's been so many altercations involving you that have been broadcast over the course of your entire career, which could have been decades, I'm not sure, you know, over multiple platforms and networks. And the behavior that you're trying to attribute to me is behavior that you've actually shown towards your cast members and your castmates, and it's all captured on camera, it's all recorded, okay? You accused me today of threatening you physically, which has never happened. I have never physically threatened you. I'm not even a violent person. I don't threaten people. It's never existed a day in my life. I don't threaten people physically. You know, you accuse me of being a predator. You accuse me of abuse physically, emotionally, mentally, and even said that I'm sex trafficking women, which is so egregious. It's so ridiculous, and it's completely false. So the fact that you are saying these things is very hurtful in a real way, because it just does not exist.
The one strike against Jocelyn is the fact that she's saying this while trying to get Lemie to pay her, while they're in a dispute. And because they're in a dispute, you know, like, the allegations are less credible than they would be if you just came out one day and say, you know what, I got a change of heart and I'm gonna expose them. But I wouldn't say they're completely uncredible, because these allegations have resurfaced in the past, you know? So y'all let me know in the comment section, who do you guys believe? Who do you guys trust here? What do you guys think is gonna happen with this situation? All right, do you guys see a future where Lemie is being treated like Diddy and being escorted off by the feds? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how this new David timeline shows that Celeste's family may have sold her to David, like his victim that he murdered and butchered and stuff in his trunk. They may have sold her to him, right? We go through the full details in this video right here somewhere on my screen. And if you are still watching this content, send me a hype to this video. Hypes are the only way to show support and push our videos. So please, please, please send me a hype. I'm gonna see you guys in this video right here somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.